You're listening to Life, Adulting, and Everything in Between, a podcast that challenges you to elevate to the next level with host and certified life coach Erica Q. Let's get into this week's episode.
Hello, all of you beautiful, amazing, awesome listeners out there. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of Life, Adulting, and Everything in Between, 10 Minutes with a Life Coach. I am Erica Q, the Empowerment Coach, and I have the honor of being the producer and host of this incredible podcast. If this is your first time tuning in, then let me just say I am so super thrilled that you have decided to take a listen this evening. And since this is your first time tuning in, I want to let you know that I am a certified life coach that specializes in Christian, transitional, and personal coaching. And I have such a great passion to see my clients and other people that I deal with, family, friends, live at their full maximum potential. So it is my goal over the duration of this podcast and future podcasts, should you listen, to not only encourage you, but also just to share some wisdom, a fresh perspective, and at times some tools to hopefully help enrich your life. So, today's topic is stress management. So, how many of you out there listening to the sound of my voice have ever been stressed before in your life? I know, a silly question. I'm pretty sure if we were all in a room together, we would all have our hands raised. And you might even be dealing with stress right now. And maybe that's why you clicked on this podcast or decided to listen to it. So, however, even though stress, of course, is a normal part of life and adulting, there's good stress and stressors, and then there's bad stress and stressors in our life. And before I dive into ways or tools to manage your stress, I just want to share what exactly this bad stress, and bad in air quotes, is that I'm talking about. I am a firm believer that it's challenging, or it can be a challenge, to deal with something, if you don't even know what it is you're dealing with, or you don't even acknowledge that you're dealing with it. So I think about somebody who wants a solution, but they don't even know what the problem is. So I like to lay just a quick foundation. I know we probably already know what stress is, but stress, of course, is basically just our body's response to anything that requires action or attention. I call it like our natural alarm clock that goes off anytime, there's a change in our emotional, physical, or psychological being. And if those areas in our life are being strained, or maybe all of them are being strained at one time, then that's where that bad stress comes from. So I know for myself, and you will hear me share lots of personal stories because I believe in being relatable. I wouldn't be telling you something or giving you advice based off of no experience. So for myself, there was a time when, if I was dealing with too much bad stress, I would literally break out in hives, or sometimes I would start to hyperventilate, which of course would affect my asthma. And so I am just so thankful, and I thank God now, over the years, that I've learned healthy and helpful ways to manage my stress. So the moments that you feel overwhelmed, let's talk about the ways to manage excuse me. Let's talk about the ways to manage those feelings, because the truth of the matter is the way we respond to stress makes a huge difference in our overall well-being. So, the first way that I have to manage your stress is to do some deep breathing exercises. Like, I promise you, that will like immediately take away a lot of pressure and stress uh, very quickly, just by stopping to take a couple of deep breaths. So, I mean, you can either do it now, you can do it anytime you're in a stressful situation. It's best to sit in a chair, but hey, your feet just have to be planted on the ground. So if you're standing, great. I mean, sometimes we have those situations. Well, okay, you might not have a chair, but that doesn't mean you don't need to de-stress in that moment. So basically, if you have a chair, if you're standing, whatever you're doing, you just relax. Close your eyes, start to think about and focus on something relaxing, whether that be a place you like to go or a place you want to go, maybe an activity you enjoy doing, something that you do that relaxes you, but we're looking for those things that give you a peaceful feeling. So, once you've got that, in your mind, your eyes are closed, then you're going to want to take deep breaths in and out. And, you just need to do this for about 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, I know that's not long, but believe me, I'm telling you, it will make a world of difference. Another tool for managing stress is to make time for a hobby. You know, Always setting aside some time to do something that you enjoy and that makes you feel good actually helps to relieve stress. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you golf. I don't know if you enjoy knitting or hiking or maybe taking a warm bath or reading. That is my favorite way. And it does, I don't even have to be stressed. I just love to read. But whatever it is that you consider a hobby, set aside a little bit of time for that. And it doesn't have to be a ton of time. Like I said, maybe you only have 20 or 30 minutes or 15 or 20 minutes, but taking time for your hobbies is beneficial in the long run. And now, this last tool I'm going to share with you, I'm sure we all have heard it, but exercising, yay! That actually is something else that we can do to manage our stress. And most people I know do not even see exercising as a stress reliever. I mean, if you're listening, I probably just made some of you stressful right now thinking about exercising. However, working out actually relaxes your mind and your body, and exercise also has been known to improve your mood as well. So that sounds like a total win-win situation to me. So these are three ways or three tools that I would suggest to help you manage your stress and the stressors of life. Now, nothing will completely, of course, get rid of stress, because life is just life. We live it every day, and different things come up and occur. Maybe you have deadlines you have to make. Maybe you deal with challenging people each day, or maybe you get some unexpected news. Like, these are all things that are kind of out of our control, and we don't always know what each day will bring us. However, we can be in control of the things that we allow. Let me say that one more time. We can be in control of the things that we allow to stress us out. So just because we are in a stressful situation does not mean that we cannot manage our stress so that it doesn't ruin our day or our life. So I am almost at my 10 minutes. I am promising myself that I'm sticking to the 10 minutes or as close as I can. So I am close to the 10 minutes. So my time is up, and I hope you enjoyed listening to today's episode about stress management. And please make sure that you share this with others, because sharing is caring. Don't keep all the tools for yourself, but share with the people around you. And make sure you subscribe to the podcast on various platforms. I can't even think about all of them now. Google, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio. I'm missing Amazon Music and Audible. I'll list it in the information. Also, my YouTube channel, uh, Q's Coaching. So there's lots of different ways where you can still get this information and share it out. So if you can't catch it live, remember you can always at least stay in the know when a new episode drops, if you subscribe to any of the channels or podcast platforms. But I am Erica Q, the Empowerment Coach, and I will be back on the third Wednesday of this month for episode number 3. Take care.